Hello. How are we all today? Hope we're doing well. I forgot to join the multiplayer room in Discord. There we go. How are we all today? I have fixed my little light. I've also moved it slightly. So now it's there. It's right there instead of over there. So the light's going to look slightly different. Just oh. Now it's there. I knew that would happen. There we go. Now it's back up where it should be. The sink is finished. Also, I literally took some of that myself, as if you didn't guess. Carturix did a thing. I'm not sure how he did it. Been a while, a lot's changed. A lot stayed the same. I'm still a moron. Just want to... I somehow freed this by just making it turn slightly. Good news! The New Holland is no longer floating. Bad news, I've got it stuck. You entered you! Ah! What can I do? What can I be of the doing? Are there fields needing to be fertilized? Or seeded? Yes. Fields 1 and 2 could be seeded. Surprised Alex is not? Yeah. You're bored of Farm Sim? Yeah, I know. Alex is on. He's in the stream at least. Oh my god, the input lag. Also, why is my... Oh my god. Hang on. Why did you do this, Wheel? Why did you do this to me? You got engaged! Congrats, Joe! You'll join if I have a go at the maze. Well, I'll cheat at that. I have a wheel and it's decided that it only... It doesn't want to use the full range. Why are you doing this to me, Wheel? Have I set the wheel to do this? And my Logitech profiler won't load. Oh no! Now are you gonna use... No, yeah, okay, we're just using 180 degrees of the wheel today. I'll check on Logitech Profiler a bit later and see if it's on to load by then. Does it seeder first as well? Yes, it does. You 46,823 years to join. I don't think we've got quite that much time today. You're gonna play GTA 5? Fair enough, Kirk. Gotta be honest, I don't blame people for getting a bit bored of FS19. I really don't. Is this the button? No. Is this the button? No. Is this the button? That's the button. Dave rediscovers his key bindings live on stream. Let's put some... Alex is joining. Well, that gives me a chance to check my Logitech Profiler to see if it's not working still. LLL Logitech gaming software. Please work. I would really appreciate it if you worked. Because the game left the window on the field about 3 weeks ago. Yeah. It's really throwing a hissy fit. Wow, it only wants to do 180 degrees. Yeah, I think there's another seeder, dude, yeah. If you want to take on field 1 with the other seeder, because I think I can handle field 2. Let's put some soybeans down. For funsies. If so, where? It's down by the haylofts. It's down in the placeable field area place where the haylofts are. Hey, Greek dude. Hello from Greece after lots of streams. Were you not here on Sunday during Project Hell? Even briefly? What the hell is that? What happened to the chat? What happened to the in-game chat just then? Nothing? It broke on my end! It did a very strange on my end. It's fine on yours? Interesting. Hello, Matt. These days you're working from like 5 to 12. Oh, good lord, no thanks. There it is again. I'm really not sure what that is. Found out a break. Was that you, Alex? How did you do that? That's you spamming hello. Okay. I was getting very confused there. Also, why is my MP chat only showing up like 2 lines? It's still mildly concerning. Shall you set up the maze? Sure, why not? There's like nobody watching, so I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference. Apologies to the 19 people who are watching. You can select lines in the options? Where? He better not be trolling me. He's trolling me. Yes, he was trolling me. You get. Steering wheel? No, I'm just using hand gestures. This is a new experimental form of control where you can hand gesture, and the equipment will do what you want. Like if I do this, see, look, it's as if I'm steering, but I'm not. It's next level. It's for virtual reality. on a serious note, I would love if that actually existed as a thing. Has my profiler started working yet, or is it still saying, "Ooh, ooh, ooh, ooh"? It's loaded. Oh, that's why. No, full all the rotations. It was stuck on 360. Ah, there we go. Precision driving is resumed, or turned on. You're cutting alpha. You can get IR trackers on the front of VR headsets now. I know. it's called pheromone controller. There is actually like I kid, but there is actually a VR hand controller. This is gonna sound really weird. There is like a controller that's a glove. It's like the old Nintendo Power Glove, only it actually works. Just got 40 FPS. Meanwhile, I'm sat here in a solid sea. Oh my god. The dead zone is real. Holy cow. Can I change dead zones while in game? No. Is that seriously dead? Is that seriously all dead zone? That is seriously. I'm gonna have to. Hey, I fixed the chat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just exit out and fix my dead zones. What wheel am I using? A Logitech G27. Options, controllers. Yeah, why? No, I don't want dead zones. I don't want any dead zones. No dead zones. Dead zones are the devil. Apply. Okay. Back. Multiplayer. Join. No, that's the Germany servers. No! Wait, what? Oh, no, that was... Join. Yes, I don't want to rent a Deddy. Definitely not from Fragnet. Continental Europe. RainbowDave official. Password John Deere.
Are you ready?
Hey, drum over. How's it going? It's going pretty good. How's it going with you? Super Wheel is obviously stiff for you unless you open ETS2 first and open F17 and open F19 and it's perfect. Turn off centering spring. Or reduce it. What I think of the mods we got yesterday, I didn't really look at them too much. Just need to log in as admin real quick. Somebody's decided to troll me by logging on at the exact moment I'm logging in as admin. Which means I'm going to have to restart logging in as admin because I don't know what characters actually got recognized before whoever started syncing.
Are you ready?
What mods did we get yesterday? What? What? Excuse me, what?
Are you ready?
Do I have caps lock on? I had caps lock on. Oh, of course somebody stole the tractor I was using, of course. Who stole me tractor? Very. Oh yeah, weird desync. Farming void. I'm not surprised. John Deere logging. Oh yeah, the forestry stuff. I'll be real, I don't care about the forestry stuff. I don't do forestry enough to justify getting forestry mods. Fifth wheel pack looks really good. And the cedar I really like. The fifth wheel looks really good. I really like the cedar and the idea behind it. So that I've downloaded the fifth wheel pack, I think, and I've definitely downloaded the cedar because I like the ideas behind that. As for everything else, I don't really. See you, Greek dude, by the way. Which the Amazon 3-meter seer came out yesterday, Alex. It's got a very rudimentary form of proceed on it. As in, it will cut tram lines, which is really nice. It's gonna be really fun to use that one. Fifth wheel pack is not the same as 17. I'm aware of that, Farmer Boy. Landy was walking me through it yesterday when I went on TeamSpeak because I was like, "Oh, fifth wheel pack," and he explained what it is and what it does. And I didn't think it came with the pickup initially until he pointed out that yes, it actually does. So I'll probably end up using the pickup more than the rest of the fifth wheel pack, just because it looks cool. It's where I think I'm gonna be blunt here, and this is just my personal preference. I think Black Sheep are much better with equipment, or Black Sheep is much better with equipment than he is with maps. I think he should maybe play to his strengths and maybe not give up on mapping, but definitely like not bring out as many maps, because I really think that the equipment he brings out is usually top notch. My desync is mad. Yeah, I don't know. My internet's been playing up the last couple of days, and I have no idea why. What's my ping is 30. It's just being a bit weird. Can't join? That's fine, pal. But I really think that Black Sheep is really strong at equipment, but really, like, oddly weak at maps. Grandpa Zola! Hello. Oh, there's a raid! Thank you for the raid, whoever is raiding me. Stretch, hello! Thank you for the raid over on Twitch. I appreciate that. That's the first raid I've got! Been back at Twitch for like a week and I've got a raid already. Thank you very much. Also, sweet class emotes. I approve. I approve of the class emotes. I'm doing good, pal. How are you? Class is... If I had to choose a favorite brand, it probably would be Class, because I just like the color scheme. Steering wheel? No, this is gesture controls. Top-notch gesture controls. Jay Gamer, thank you for the follow. Dak, I don't blame me. I don't know why the raid notification didn't work. Some of these notifications just break at random. I love Streamlabs. It's just like, hey, I'm gonna set up all of these notifications and they'll occasionally maybe work on a Tuesday. Oh dear. Hello, Jake. That notification breaks me sometimes. Stretch, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. To those of you that have come in from, I'm presuming it's Stretch's stream, because the raid notification just refused to work because Streamlabs is weird and hates me. I don't just do farm sim, I do also do flight sims, and on Sundays I chill out. I don't know why I'm calling it chilling out. On Sundays I chill out by doing laps of the Nordschleife and Project Cars 2 in literally every car. Which means I set the stream up well, I set the webcam up slightly differently. I'll point the webcam down a bit so you can see the wheel a bit better. I need to like go into my Twitch and set up an actual schedule in there. I need to do a lot of things. I need to learn how to stream properly. Have I seen the F-250 from Expendable Modding? I'm gonna be real honest. I don't really check mods outside of Giant's Mod Hub. I know it sounds bad me saying this, but most mod sites, in my experience, don't have the greatest quality control, number one, and number two, have a habit of just stealing mods from other sites. Or just straight up stealing mods from Facebook or whatever. And I don't want to promote those sites. Now, if Expendable Modding is on Facebook or something, I'll totally check it out. There's a secondary issue where, for some reason, and I don't know why, people who make pickups just struggle so much. I don't understand that. It escapes my understanding. But I saw your message, Alex. Don't worry. It's on Facebook to make some good mods. I'll check it out after the stream. Jay, I'll definitely have a look. Just be aware that I've got like insanely high standards for mods, so if I don't use it, and Expendable Modding is watching, or one of the guys, if I don't use your mod, don't be offended, please, because I've got insanely high standards, and quite often mods just don't fit what I want. Like, I primarily play UK and Irish maps, because that's what people around my channel want to see, that's what they're used to, on YouTube at least, and that's where most of my viewers are. So I tend not to download American mods all that much. And I tend to not like overly big tractors and stuff. So if I'm not using a mod, don't take it as me thinking it's crap, just take it as me thinking, it doesn't fit the style of tractors that I like, and or what I want to be aiming at with something, or so, you know, it's not a slight on the modder, it's just me and my pickiness. You're in my hometown today collecting a new baler. That's impressive, because there's Diesel, there's no... Where do you think I live? There's no dealerships here. There's no dealerships here for equipment. There's one place that sells weird Turkish tractors. There's nothing that sells equipment. You're working on 7530 Premium with IC control. Ooh. Top tip, Kevin. Make the IC so it's mouse controlled, and you can possibly get that on console, or at least try to. Oh my god, the input lag. Done deal. Private sale. RP220. I think I've seen that Baylor diesel. That's the round baler, isn't it? I think the guys that work fields up the road from me actually used that baler before, so they've sold that. I can't imagine there'd be too many 2000 over 220s around here, so I'm presuming it's the guys that work the fields up near me, so they've presumably sold their baler, if I'm correct. Oh, Kevin, don't send it me to test, because I'm gonna be as nice as I can in saying this. I don't really play Farm Sim outside the streets. And I don't... With a few exceptions. Oxy gets an exception from this. Dusty Dave gets an exception. I'll say Lancey Boy gets an exception, and Nathan gets a bit of an exception, as does MJ. I don't play Farm Sim off stream, I don't test stuff. Oxy, I will test off stream if there's something I really want to if there's something I really want to test out that I don't think would fit in streams. Alex, could you lead me to where the hell I'm supposed to enter the maze? Vehicles are ready. But you told me to bring my own weapon of mass destruction. You told me to bring my own. Fine. It'll be literal destruction. What the hell? Let's do this in first person for extra I don't know what I'm doing. So can we do this like Robot Wars? Because I've got a weapon up front of mine. I can't hear your horn. Thank you, Rob Soon. Oh, I'm presuming we go now. Oh my god, the input lag is like a second. This is horrific. I can't react to anything. I have to preempt everything by like a second. Oh my god. Farming boys, stop ramming. I know that you're having fun, but please, it makes it difficult when there's input lag for literally everybody. You playing Meadow Grove? Very nice, Kurt. You're also doing a class wheel loader. Very cool. Thank you to whoever just... Jeremy Grover, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Which if you're watching on Twitch is why I don't have Twitch subs enabled. This is so slow, I'm turning off the damn thing on the front. This might get me more speed. What am I doing? I'm trying not to get hit by Farming Boy, who seems to enjoy weaving. Can you join? Absolutely. Exclamation mark Daddy Deets for the info. You forgot that was your Gmail name? GGJ. It's not the most embarrassing name I've ever seen. I feel like this would be a lot more fun if we were in tractors. Because the speed is so low that you just go flat out. Never said we couldn't cut the corners. Do we pick up trucks? No. Aha! Victory! The New Holland 11090? Do you mean the Fiat 11090, Kevin? You said I couldn't bring the class in. You never said anything about the Deutzfahr that you abandoned in the field. Alright, Alex. See you later. Somebody's stolen me class again. I'll just use the Deutz. Oh my god, not having shoulder controls is so annoying. Was that Carturix? It was Farming Boy, of course it was Farming Boy. Why wouldn't it have been Farming Boy? It's not, dude. Farming Boy stole it because he seems to just want to derail the stream and he's playing with fire. Hey, Adam. Yeah, definitely spot. And Farming Boy, you can consider that a warning. Because it's not the first time I've looked for the class and you've stolen it. Or the first time that I've been doing something and you've just suddenly appeared out of nowhere to... And it's not just today, it's a constant thing that every time I'm trying to do something you appear and try and derail it. And there's only so much patience that I actually have. I get that you're trying to have fun, but it stops being fun for me when every time I try and do something, it starts getting derailed by somebody ramming me, or trying to insert themselves into the stream with force. And when that's when that starts happening, the stream becomes a lot less fun, and I'm less likely to do the multiplayer. Like, I completely get that you just want to have your own fun, and I'm fine with that, but just try not to get in the way of the stream as much as you can. Like, if you want to do some work in the same field as me, that's fine. Well, there's no way you could do work in this field right now, but if I'm doing some work in the field and you figure out something that could be done in this field as well, I have zero issues with you doing work in the same field. It's just the ramming and the stealing of equipment and stuff that I have issues with. Because it becomes really difficult when that starts happening. Hey, Drew. How you doing today, dude? Why can't you see the server on the list? I don't know why you can't see the server on the list. Make sure you're looking at continental Europe, Ewan. You might be looking at international. Just join my Discord. Thank you very much, Jay. Just be aware that the rules are a bit... I play a bit fast and loose with the rules myself, so don't get offended if I'm spamming or something. Or tagging everyone repeatedly, like I did last week. Silver sure there's a class DLC. I'm relatively sure there is as well. For the simple reason, Drew, of they're announcing what the Platinum Edition is at FarmCon. And simple logic dictates that a brand ain't gonna want to have you naming another brand and advertising another brand at their factory. Do I like Oakfield? Yes. I like pretty much every map that Oxy makes. The only one that I would consider as not being great would be Challengton. And that was his first map. Farm, I've already grabbed I'm already working in the Deutz. So you can use the class now if you want. VF said there probably won't be class. I said that for the longest time, Drew. The more I hear about FarmCon, the more I'm moving in the direction of it's definitely plausible. When's FarmCon? It's the end of this month. The mod contest stuff will be out next week. That's a thing. I'm still hopeful there's going to be a John Deere DLC, even if it's free. Like, I'd love a free John Deere DLC. That'd be nice. But I'd love, like, classic Deeres. John Deere, if you're listening, please. Please. Please, the classics. We want the classics. Give us the classics. You will appease so many people if you give us the classics. Are there Fords in the mod contest? I know of a Ford being worked on, but I don't know if the said person working on said Ford is actually going to finish it. Because the person working on the Ford is notorious for starting mods, like, let's say, some trailers, and just never finishing them. I actually don't know what's in the contest. I've been somewhat intentionally not following the various Facebook pages and whip topics that have been going on about the mod contest, because I kind of want to be surprised. I don't want to be like, oh, this is the mod that I saw too, like yesterday on FSUK, or this is the mod that I saw this day on this website. Oh yes, I've seen this one as well, and it's not as fun. It's kind of fun going into the mod contest and just being like, ooh, look at all the new things. I'm using the wheel. No, I'm using gesture controls. I think class will be the platinum. I've heard that they're calling it platinum this year, and I am willing to believe that it's going to be class. As in the metal edition, which is my prediction of if class is coming to 19, it will be the metal edition. So it seems like that is, yeah, they're coming in as quickly as they. I feel like they can. I hear Mapper's Paradise is making Millennium Farmers map for the contest. Yeah, slightly concerned about that. Mapper's Paradise makes some pretty good maps. Where they fall flat, and I'm gonna be honest, is the models they use tend to be quite outdated. At least in 17 they were. The models were very outdated feeling and looking. And that could definitely be a problem moving forwards into, like, I know they're re-releasing Welker, and they've got Millennium Farmers map coming. In my eyes, and for me, bad models can ruin a good map. So I'm hoping that I should mention I don't watch Millennial Farmer. They had the platinum for 17 as well, yeah. But they have reused the metal editions before. Like, I know there've been 2 gold editions for Farm Sim across different games, so it wouldn't be too surprising if they call it platinum again. Bit unusual, seeing as it'd be 2 games in a row. Hey Dan. But it wouldn't be, like, shocking. That's my favorite tractor. I'm looking forward to in the contest. I've just said, actually, Henry, that I've not been following pretty much anything going into the contest, so I'm hoping that there'll be some old deers. I'm hoping the Modern Classics has some deers in it. Which is definitely a 180 from where I was 2 years ago. And my then hatred of John Deere. I want to see some good old John Deeres in the Modern Classics. I'd like to see some really cool Massey's and maybe a class or 2 or a Renault. That'd be kind of cool. Bluntly though, I just hope that the quality of mods is high. Be nice of 4020. Yeah, just like a proper classic John Deere. I would love. And you're probably gonna disagree with me here, but I would love a Model A. A Model A John Deere, the old tricycle John Deere. That would be amazing. Don't think anybody's gonna make one for the mod contest, but I'd love to see one in Farm Sim again. Well made, because I know there has been one kind of doing the rounds since FS11. I want to see it be remade from. I want to see it like started from scratch and kind of brought up. Meant to be a Fiat 140. Oh, I heard about the 140. It's not going to be finished. Damn. Love for 2110, 5210. I don't know what those are. I don't know what those are. I'm not great with tractors, I'm going to be honest. So if you mention a tractor, I might not know what it is. Do I know Ninja? I know of Ninja. Model A with the Pop and Johnny sound? Yeah. Like, you know what I'm at, Chad. Like, I just want look and feel 38. What's going on in Field 38? Oh yeah, that was, I think, there last week. Brad, I think you're Bradley. Spud. Whoever Spud is. I think it's Bradley. But I just like interesting old tractors. This... I feel like they look... Like, they do look objectively, aesthetically worse than modern tractors. I'm fully aware of this. They look more interesting, they look more agricultural, they look like tractors. Modern tractors just look like big cars, or like big truck cabs. They're not all that interesting. They're very samey and very... They're very dreary now, tractors. You roll the clock back 20 years to the late 90s, and tractors were tractors looked agricultural. Now they've got all these plastic moldings that do absolutely nothing on them and are just for looks. And when we get the mod contest mods, I'm anticipating getting them. Closing date for entries is, I believe, Saturday. I would anticipate the mods dropping on Monday or Tuesday of next week. Now that's with zero information, that's just a guess. There is no actual information out there on when the mods will drop, but with the closing date being Saturday and Giants basically just running them all through an antivirus, they should all drop. Well, number one, in the interest of fairness, they should all drop at once. It should be one mega dump, which is going to break the mod hub entirely, but it should be one mega dump. Number two, the way Giants test maps and mods and everything for the mod contest is very different to standard mod hub testing. Standard mod hub testing, they actually go through everything and check that it works and check that this works. Make sure that's going to work. For the mod contest, what they do is they literally just run it through an antivirus. They just make sure there's no viruses in the mod, and that's your lot. No virus is good. Well, we can release this for the contest now. Which sounds bad, but I think it's a much fairer way to just get, every mod that wants to enter in. So they'll all probably, and I hope I'm right here, they'll all probably drop at once. Which is a sincere hope of mine. Fireman boy, yes. Why can I not... Do I have to open this to work? Yes. Can I come to you? Why? Why do you want me to come over to you? You think something's broken. Where are you? You just... What do you think is broken? What? I'm not seeing what you think is broken here. Should I Facebook ad for anything this bias? Yeah. Thing in front is not updating. Well, I mean, it probably only goes up to a certain fill level visibly and then stops. That's not broken, that's just the way placeables have always worked, is they've always just gone up to a certain fill level and then just miraculously stop. No, 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 no. Is that button I wanted? Hey DMF, how you doing today, dude? I strongly dislike how the fertilizer in this runs out long before the seeds. I mean, it makes sense to a certain extent, but it's annoying. Bloody input lag, oh my god. I'm gonna go in cab just to show you guys that this is genuine input lag. Like, hands on top of the wheel right now. I'm gonna stop to do this. Hands on top of the wheel. I'm gonna turn it 90 degrees to the right. There is a noticeable lag in between when I make the movement and when the wheel in-game actually does something. That is really frustrating. Hey, Speciality. It's a multiplayer only thing as well, which is really confusing. There is just input lag in multiplayer and I don't know why. It was very off-putting. Steven, hello. How you doing today, dude? Meme Palace, yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm not entirely sure why that started, but apparently the dancing cat is now an overlord meme. You only in from grass? Very cool, I guess. Guys across the road from me. There's a field like across the road from my living room. Bit of a distance off because it hasn't stayed there as well, but there is yeah, a field visible from my living room, and they were making hay in it the other day, and the amount of dust being raised, oh my god. I didn't think it's been that dry lately, but the amount of dust they were raising was insane. By the way, I meant to say this at the start of the stream. I don't think it's going to be all that applicable now, but just for, I guess, the rest of the week, if there's a background noise of pneumatic drills or something, I apologize. My window's open, and for some reason, and I have no idea why, the county council has decided, in their wisdom, to replace perfectly good footpaths. They were across the road this morning at 8:30, just drilling up the footpath, which had no problems. It's still like high teens, low 20s, but it's not as hot as it was that one day where I had to stop the stream and turn off face cam. It's not been that hot again, luckily. But we are heading into July and August, which tend to be the hottest months of the year, so it could get a bit spicy yet. Nothing else to do? What do you mean there's nothing else to do? Do you mean with the grass? I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised if all you can do with the grass at the moment is make hay, because it's going to be quite dry. And it's going to dry super fast. You could probably make silage by, by putting a mower on the front and a baler on the back. And a wrap around the back of the baler. You could run basically a farm sim setup, although I'm not entirely sure if a tractor would ever be able to run that. Hi, it is Chad, could you please use actual temperatures, not weird freedom units? Hey, Sylvan. Council have nothing else to do. I guess so. Like, I came down, and, hey, Steve, I came down for breakfast, and look outside, and there's just all these cones and stuff. I'm like, what the hell is going on across the road? And it's like a water main broke. She said, no, they're replacing the footpath. But there's nothing wrong with it. There was nothing wrong with the footpath. They just rocked up this morning, dug up a perfectly good footpath, and they've abandoned it. Like where there was yesterday a perfectly good footpath, there's now a hole in the ground because the county council dug up the bloody footpath. Chad, literally everybody but America uses Celsius. Canadian Farmer, hello by the way. And Simulator Gaming. I think there's like 3 countries in the world that use Celsius. Or they use Fahrenheit, even. I mean, the great thing about Fahrenheit is that it makes everything makes everything seem hotter because the temperatures sound much higher. But by that same logic, you could use Kelvin, and everything from Celsius is 273 degrees hotter. Like right now, where's my phone? Please show me a temperature. Oh my god, all of the notifications in the world ever. It's claiming 18 Celsius, which is 291 Kelvin. I make it. Could somebody, like with a calculator, add 273 and 18? I think it's 291. Yes, it is. It is 291. Like, if you want everything to seem hotter, just use Kelvin. Because right now it's 291 Kelvin here. And that's just 18 degrees Celsius, which is, I think, in the mid-80s Fahrenheit somewhere. You're gonna be 27, 28 degrees Celsius. High humidity around you. Ooh, fun. I seem to forget, Farming Boy, that if I'm going slow enough, I can definitely cut that corner. Then again, you are using the truck with the turning circle of 3 small galaxies. So I'm not entirely surprised you're having to try and jackknife turn it. The more you get to choose what you'll be doing at school for the next 3 years of your life. That's something I sincerely hate about the school system, is like, congratulations, you're now however many years old. Now you get to choose what you do for the rest of your life. What? Farming Boy, stream ain't dead. I did see a little black blip though. That was mildly concerning. Let's do some mowing. Wait. Is it this button? Nope. This button? Nope. What is button I need? Left control Y. Make hay. Left control Y again. Hay is being made. Or, well, grass is being mowed for hay. Oh, left control Y again. And again. There we go. Taking ICT like computers way too much. Frankly, especially, that is a very... Yeah, the stream did some weird stuff. If you're still able to watch, could you just say for the people who may have had the stream crash, just to refresh if the stream crashed? Um, I think Oakfield's a bit too big. I'm using Oakfield. Oakfield's not too big. Oakfield's a good sized map. It's just, I tend to prefer much smaller maps. Like, it's nothing against Oxy or Oakfield, it's just that I've got a preference that Oxy doesn't really deal with. That's why I love Meadowgrove and why like Peterville I think is a big map as well. A bit bigger than I'd maybe like in an ideal world, but the fields are small so I can kind of get away with the stuff that I really like. And it's simulate streaming. Whenever he can be bothered. He said he would yesterday and that didn't happen. He said he would last Monday and that didn't happen. Greenwich, yeah, I'm looking forward to the Greenwich map myself. I've not looked at it. I've done my usual thing of, this map sounds good, I'm not going to look at it at all. I'm going to wait until the mod contest until it's out, and I'll have a look at it then, because it sounds amazing, and I want to go in fresh. What videos? I don't know, Alex. Something funny. Can't wait for This Is Ireland. That is Lancy's new map, isn't it? I watched the Austrian Grand Prix. No, I was. What was I doing? I was setting up for a Sunday stream. Priorities. Yeah, right. Hang on, hang on. Who's picking up the grass? Farming boy, we had a discussion literally 2 minutes ago. This is going to be hay. Carturix wants hay made here. There's actually, yeah, I heard. If it was going to be silage, I wouldn't be doing, like, full width deposit. I'd be just doing a single swath. As much as I like making things inconvenient for other people. It's much more convenient to do this for hay, because it usually lets people know that, hey, this isn't supposed to be silage. Do you like my wheel? Yeah. I've had this thing for a few years. Like, I've got some minor issues with it, but generally speaking, I love it. Hey Shy, how you doing today, dude? Thought Machine HD UC and what? I'm doing good, Shy. Thank you very much for asking. Sylvan for... Gotta wait for that to show up in Restream chat. This is gonna be a fun wait. Monitor drop today. It's like a drug. You gotta have them. I would anticipate, Chad, that Giants at some point this week are going to turn off the mod tap. Just for the mod contest. Because like, they might not, but personally I would prefer if they did. Just so the contest mods got some time to shine by themselves. Wish Baron Craig came back. That was a map I never got on with. Baron Craig. Just did not suit me. The yard was way too tight. What machinery do I see in Ireland? Honestly, like a lot of the stuff that's on this map, I've seen big M's even. Like a lot of stuff that's in Farm Sim, I have seen in real life. The exception being the big, like the large class tractors. Anything that's in the large tractor category, I haven't seen, but pretty much every medium and small tractor I have seen. Go into the shop and look at the large Stara with fat wheels. Okay. Large Stara. There is no large Stara. I'm presuming you meant a medium. I mean, it looks pretty good with the with the wide tires. I gotta admit. God dang it! Does look pretty good with the wide tires. God, it's inconvenient to get to the shop my knees there. Big Bud 747. That would definitely be enlarged. Keeps you young. Did I used to live on a farm? Nope. Never lived on a farm in my life. I've been to a few, but I've never lived on one. I didn't say every tractor, I said every tractor that's in kind of the small and medium categories in game. Got Animal Pack extension all worked out? Oh, sweet. It's a shame that it doesn't work with the custom pens that like Oxy and people use. It kind of sucks. Because like it looks like a really interesting mod, but for an extension of the animal mechanics, I'll just wait for seasons. Did I ever see a real life Stara? No, actually, you've caught me out there, Scorpion King. I haven't. I haven't seen stars. I've seen Landinis, which are basically the same. It does? Without any tweaks? Hang on a second. Does it need tweaks? Because I can't be bothered doing tweaks. I really would want it to just be a drag and drop operation. Just like insert mod. Suddenly it does all the things. Never play Air Ireland? I've not played it, but I've looked around it. That is, by the way, yes, Air Ireland, I'm fairly certain, I've not heard from them for a while. I'm fairly certain it's still being worked on. Last I heard, they wanted to do some really interesting stuff with it. But it sounded like they were going to be a while getting it ready. But when it is out, it will be going on the server. They're waiting for seasons. Is it? Oh, yeah. When Air Ireland is out, it is gonna be put on the server, pretty much same day. Just because that is, I think, much more suited to multiplayer than it is single player. And I think I'd be doing it a disservice by playing it in single player. Like, Air and console, never. It's too big for console. It is not a standard 2x map. It's like a 6x or an 8x or something like that. It's huge. Which is why I feel like I'd be doing a disservice by trying to do it single player. I think in multiplayer you can really exploit the size of the map a lot better. Hey, RT. How you doing today, dude? Is it a 16x? Yeah, maps like that, it's not possible to show them off well in single player. I think it's an 8x, Bradley. But my point stands. It's not suited to single player very well. I wouldn't be able to show it off very well in single player. I think multiplayer would be a much better environment for it. I'm pretty good. Get a bit of a sore throat because I've been an idiot and not brought any water up with me to stream with, but that's my own stupid fault. Show you a Ford tractor in the shop. I don't have any Ford mods. The only tractor I have that isn't a brand that's already in game, I think, is the Class. And the Landini, but that's one of my many single player mods. What's the name for the low distorted songs that I get? What? Did I play FS15? Yes, there's a few hundred videos and streams of me in FS15 on the channel, Scorpion King. The loud distorted songs, I'm not gonna say that on stream. I know what you mean. I can't say it on stream, or I'm not going to. Have I played FS19 yet? Nope. I've been played by FS19. I've not played it myself. You heard it's fun? I think you might have heard wrong there, Bananagram. It's very repetitive and dull at times. DM, if that's Alex, he usually ends up taking the thumbnails for these streams. So I'm fine with him just padding about. Especially when there's multiple tractors at work in the field, because that makes for good thumbnails. So what usually I'll complain about people just faffing about. If it's somebody who I know is gonna be taking thumbnails, I'm fine with it. You join Lone Oak in FS17? Yeah. I saw you should put the link in Dagger's Discord, and I didn't notice immediately that it was 17. Because people have been playing the 19 version on YouTube that somebody decided to convert and release, and Bullet Bill's been exercising his rights. He's not in the wrong to this. He's been taking videos down, and because, you know, people didn't have permission to convert the map, so people definitely don't have permission to advertise the map that was converted without permission. The 17 version, though, is fair game. Yeah, I very nearly did the same, IRT. What type of wheel am I using? Logitech G27. I do enjoy using this big M. I know that my default, like, go-to job is doing grass work, but... I mean... Let's look at the facts here. I'm Irish. I'm Irish. I'm Irish. I'm from Ireland. I live in Ireland. It's grass work. Yeah, IRT, put the FS17 logo in. I can send it you if you want. I can send you the one that I used to use, IRT. If that helps. Because it just stops people from getting confused if you've got the game logo in the stream thumbnail, or in the thumbnails, which is why I do it all the time. You notice every stream I have has the logo of the game in the thumbnail. Number one, to advertise the game that I'm playing. Yeah, hang on, I'll send it you right now. Hang on, I'm gonna bring everything to a very, very brief stop. While I find IRT somewhere. Thank you, Daggerwin's Discord. And where's my old FS17 folder? Oh no, did I delete it? Oh no! Oh wait, is it in here? Oh no, I think I deleted it. Yeah, no, I deleted it. Yeah, never mind. Can't help it. Did you ever see The Grassman? Yes. IRT, what you're looking for is... I can tell you exactly what to Google. Farming Simulator 17 logo transparent PNG. I can 100% guarantee you will find exactly what you want by Googling that. And now you know my little trick to finding things. Thank you for the follow. I Arise. Thank you very much for the follow. By the way, IRT, that is super useful for literally every game. So if you want to play other games on your channel, that's what you need to search as well. It saves so much time to just remember transparent PNG. Do you remember the potato emoji joke? Yes. When I just randomly started putting potato emojis into Discord for seemingly no reason. Welcome back, Bradley. Let's get the beacons on to show that I'm definitely doing some work. Carturix, would you like me to do more than one field for the hay? Or is just this one field good? Is FIFA 19 good? I have no idea. I couldn't care less. Field 6 as well. That's the one that's across the road from me, isn't it? Yes. Do I play sports? I wasn't aware this was a Bombard Dave with random questions stream. Wasn't aware of that. Especially random questions that are in absolutely no way whatsoever related to the game that's being played. Or anything going on in the stream. Can you join? Absolutely, Giga. Exclamation mark Diddy Deets. Exclamation mark DEDIDEETS for info. Nightbot, if it's around, should be, will give you the info when it can be bothered. Alex, I spelled it out because so many people mishear it or mistype it, just so that I'm aware that they're aware. The PS4 players join the server? No. No problem, IRT. Easiest trick in YouTube is Googling whatever you want, transparent PNG. That is the single simplest and most useful trick in YouTube. You got caught, Alex. Hey, Ryan. See, this is suddenly a lot easier with the wheel, even though I'm having to make the small changes on the wheel. No, this is gesture controls. I'm actually using mind controls by looking at my wheel. And simply by looking at my wheel, a few seconds later, the game does exactly what I want. I mean, can you see my hands on the wheel at all? I'm using mind powers. Mind powers to control the game and the wheel. I mean, yeah, I'm using the wheel, but still. Technically, I'm using mind powers because I have to use my mind to get my hands to move, which move the wheel. Technically, I am using mind control to play the game. Usually everybody just says I'm a moron for the way that I'm just logicked that out. How's the streaming tonight? I have no idea. You're welcome, RT. Very simple, tiny change that'll just help your thumbnails out a bit. Landy... Oh yeah, Landy will be. Well, Landy should be. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with him tonight, but he should be. I forgot today's Tuesday. I thought it was Saturday for some reason. This week he goes camping next. Oh, has he spoken about that? I believe it's like he's leaving on Saturday, I think? Friday or Saturday? But it's, I think, next week. Oh no, this is Ireland be out. Ryan, from what I've heard, it's a mod contest entry, so if it is a mod contest entry, I'm anticipating release next Tuesday. He spoke about it a couple of days ago. Okay. Hey, Kian. How you doing today, dude? I think it's... Yeah, he was complaining because he's going to be camping when the mod contest mods are released, so it is next week. Look at this professional mowing. Only a true professional can mow this well. Yeah, same, Bradley. I never believe people who say that until it happens, and I got it set up so that chargebacks literally cannot happen. So if Scorpion King wants to donate $1,000, that's fine, but yeah, Streamlabs doesn't allow chargebacks, so if you want to try a troll donation, that's fine, but I get the money. That's it. I real talk here for a second. Real talk. You guys might know that I'm working on setting up a second channel. I actually have it set up and named, and some of the art done for it. I've come to the realization that or I've come to remember that I can actually draw. And this is something I might do on this channel occasionally, is drawing. Here's the problem though. Here is the issue. Here is the conundrum I face. There is a conundrum with which I am confronted. I don't want to buy super expensive professional grade art supplies. I don't want to buy like the super amazing paper and, you know, alcohol markers that cost $60 a piece, or, you know, professional art grade equipment. Except for one thing. Discord Dave is broken. Oh, GG. There's one thing that is professional grade that I would like, and that I think could be super useful, and that I could 100% definitely use. And that is a drawing tablet for PC. Issue of that is it's €70. I've priced the one that I want out. It's €70. It's like a full kit. And at the moment, my bank account is basically zero. So if you guys want to be generous, I can earn money from art as well. Yeah, as you get. But the primary thing would be where's Jag at? No, I'm not going to ask Jag for more money. Good lord. Jag's given him more than enough. But the primary thing for me would be learning, number one, learning how to do the digital art, and number two, actually producing some for my other channel. Maybe even a bit on here as well. Who knows? But if I get good at it, because it will be a learning curve, I've not drawn pictures in a very long time. If I get good at it, I will like start taking. Yeah, Jag sometimes disappears for weeks at a time, or Bradley, so don't be too worried. Jag can just up and disappear for a while. I think he's busy with work. And Alex, this will take longer than the 20 minutes of the stream that's remaining. But if I do get good at doing the digital art, I will actually start taking commissions and trying to make a bit of money out of it. But who's here that's a mod? Mods, could we get rid of the blatant troll? Because unlike you, Life of Slav, I'm not a moron. I know how to read. And how to spell. Bradley, if you find something that could be done, feel free to do it. I ain't gonna stop you from, like, going out looking for something to do, finding something to do, and doing it. I have zero complaints about that. One thing I will say, it's nice to see trolls starting to appear again, because it means I'm doing something right. Also means the sad cases who are inside by choice during the summer are back. I feel sorry for them. Well, I say that. I'm inside by choice. But the sad cases who are inside by choice and have nothing to do better than to try and troll, you know, people, trying to have a bit of fun, trying to entertain people, they're back. And that's extremely sad. Like, I genuinely feel sorry for them. Now, I stay inside all the time, sure, but I have like 10 to 12 different plans of things that I'd like to do and things that I want to work on, and I'm going to actually get started on a few of them today. Excuse me, farming boy. Excuse me. I'm clearly a superior troll. Clearly. Because most of my trolling is just annoying people. I don't try and derail stuff. A surprising amount of my trolling actually lately has been trying to convince people Daggerwin's real name is Dagger Winnington III Junior Senior. Again. Which I really hope somebody buys that. Because that is such a blatantly fake name. That's it. I don't get this fascination with finding out YouTubers' real names. It's kind of creepy. So if you ever ask me what a YouTuber's real name is, I'm going to give you something blatantly ridiculous and false. Do I know Mark Armstrong? Yeah. He used to come on. He came on TeamSpeak for a very short period. He's not been on in an age, and I doubt he'll come back. But yeah, he used to come on TeamSpeak with me and the guys. His GTA is hilarious. I don't watch his streams. Gonna be real, I don't watch his streams. I don't like the I don't know if it still happens, but I didn't like the fascination people had with the seizures. Like that was just showing the art lesson. Yeah, but there is still but the fascination that people have, and that just it's distasteful, but it's also kind of like it's actually genuinely disturbing to me that people have this fascination with the seizures. Like, dude has issues. Let him have his issues. Don't fixate on them. It's like people coming. It's like people coming in here and asking me if I've had a depressive episode today, or if I've had a giggle fit or something. I just leave people's issues be their issues. Don't fixate on them. Seriously, grief. Like, granted, when he was in TeamSpeak, yeah, myself and Landy did question him a bit about the seizures, but it was genuine interest and just wanting to know a bit more, rather than, have you had one yet today? When did Mark have a seizure? Oh my god, did Mark have a seizure? When was Mark's last seizure? Seizure. We were more interested in the mechanics behind them and stuff like that. And his feelings about his seizures and the more human side of things, the more tasteful human side of things. See, Alex. Also, could we please get rid of the politics chat? Or the politics that's in chat, please. Because I really don't want politics in chat. I know sometimes I'll say stuff that in YouTube terms, in streamer terms, is vaguely political, like about what I just did about Mark, but they're my opinions on a fellow YouTuber's community. Now, if it's true that he's having less seizures, and if the weird fascination with them has stopped, then that's great. That's really great for Mark and him getting a good community together. Because he is a genuinely nice guy, and I'm so glad that he's succeeding at YouTube. It's one of the few jobs that he can actually do. He's just like, yeah, I heard about the dog thing. What was wrong with it, Bradley? Was it? I heard that it was like cancer or something. Because that, like, it sucks to lose a pet. It really does. And age and the dog. I heard it was a young dog though. DMF. See you, DMF. You have to go to the vets every night to be drained. Well, that really sucks. Like, that's not fun for the dog. Or for the owners. Something like that ain't fun. Done. Congrats, IRT. Makes life a bit easier, doesn't it? Having the having the logo available. Make sure you save that somewhere where you're gonna remember where you left it. Can I show all the kit? No, because it would take like 10 minutes. There's a lot of crap on this map. I'll show it next week, Adam, because I'll do another stream on next week. How long has this map been up? What do you mean, like on the server? This is my 6th stream on it. I don't know. When I was MP map, I don't know how long the map's been up, actually. A few weeks for sure. Hey, Electrohusky, by the way. Welcome to the server. I got distracted while you were syncing in. I had to send a message to the admin crew on Discord, so I apologize for that. Speaking of admins, could you check admin chat, please? On Discord. I can imagine that, but he shouldn't have been streaming. You should not have been streaming if, because I do this as well. Like I sometimes have days where I'm just not feeling it at all, and I just don't stream. It's better to not stream than to stream and be bad at it because you're emotional because something's happened off stream. Lots of people are donating to help him out. Oh yeah, I mean, he's always going to get donations and stuff. But if he's super upset, he probably shouldn't be streaming just for his own good. That's advice I give anybody. Like, if you're really upset or emotional, don't stream, don't record a video, because it will not be good. It will not end well. We got emotional. Mark Armstrong, when I guess when he was talking about his dog, or when the dog died or something. It's not something I'd like to do. Your dog almost died. I mean, one of the oldest cat we had. How'd you change the spot setting? I think it's left control Y, Electrohusky. I think. I've not used that damn thing for a long time, so I don't know. It is left control Y. Hooray! But the very first cat we had, the oldest of the lot, died, I think it's about 2-3 years ago now. And it just like... This is something that I really like about cats. He just disappeared one day. We were going to take him to the vets to get him put down. Because we knew with his age, whatever was wrong with him, he wouldn't have quality of life. So we were legitimately gonna bring him to the vets, get him put down for his own good. And the day that we were going to do that was the day that he disappeared. So I get the feeling he knew what was going to happen. And it just kind of happened naturally on that day as well, or maybe the day after. What really sucks is that only happens with adult cats. With kittens, they don't go anywhere. There have been so many dead kittens in our back garden. Save a bit of money. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it does suck when a pet, because he was a pet. He was, you know, we've got loads of cats outside, but one or two of them we count as pets. What's my favourite map that I've played? It's probably actually Shamrock Valley. In 17. Unless Oxy's changed his plans, Shamrock will be coming to 19 and will be going to console at long last. At some point. I hope that does happen. But he seems to have kind of plans laid out for the majority of the rest of the game. With the amount of maps that I've heard him talking about. But Shamrock will be returning at some point. Don't know when, but at some point. By the way, thank you, Cart, for what you did in the stream chat. That is appreciated. There's only so far my patience can stretch. I didn't want to go on a rant. So tomorrow's stream, we've got about 5 minutes left, possibly a bit more, because Landy has a habit of not starting on time, as do I. Tomorrow's stream is going to be on, I think, Meadowgrove. I'm gonna, like, make up a proper schedule later tonight and outline what streams to expect when. And it's going to be kind of a universal thing. So if I have technical issues like I did yesterday, where the floodlight that I used broke, I'll just cancel that one stream and move on to whatever the next day's stream is scheduled to be. So I'm going to do that tonight and post it up in Discord in the announcements room. I might make a schedule room just so you guys can see what the plans are on a weekly basis. It's not like it's only going to change when I finish something, finish a series, because these streams are basically a series at this point. It's only going to change when I finish a series or change a map somewhere. But it's going to be the weekly schedule, and I'll put it in Discord later tonight once I've got it made. Anyway, I think we're gonna finish up once I got this this mowing done. We'll call it a day there, regardless of whether or not Landy's live or not. Farming Boy jumped ahead of things there a small bit. Landy's live? I want to finish this mowing, so we'll just extend for a couple of minutes. Less than a minute probably, to finish the mowing, and once I got the finishing screen up, I will actually park this up, much to Carturix's amazement. He's on Greenwich. Cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, and goodbye.